Imagine waking up one day and not being able to perform simple tasks like getting off bed. My name is Iniome Onoveran and I'm living with polymyositis. This is my story. Everything was moving on fine until after the birth of my first son. Then came this strange, unexplained muscle weakness and fatigue around my knees, my legs, my hands. I initially thought I had typhoid and malaria, which I started treatments. I started taking medications, but I wasn't getting any better. And these symptoms kept increasing and progressing. I started having difficulty climbing the stairs. I started having difficulty walking fast. I started having difficulty running. I started having difficulty raising my hands up. I started having difficulty throwing as little as the tiniest stones. I started having difficulty tying a scarf. The limitations went on and on. It progressed from my hands to my shoulders. I started having difficulty swallowing. I started having difficulty raising my hands up or getting up from a lying position. I became frustrated because nobody understood why I was going through what I was going through. I lost hope in myself. I became frustrated and I started to look for help. I went to different hospitals, I talked to different doctors, but they didn't understand why I was going through what I was going through because I looked so healthy and my blood test came back normal. But I was still having difficulty carrying out daily activities like brushing my teeth, having a shower, and the list is endless. I gave up on myself, but eventually I found hope again when I was able to find a doctor that understood this disease, and I got a diagnosis. I was diagnosed of polymyositis in June 2022. And prior to my diagnosis, I thought I was being witch hunted. I thought it was a spiritual attack because the awareness level in Africa and in this area is very, very low. Till date, people don't understand when I say I am living with this condition or I had those symptoms because I look healthy and well. So when I met this doctor and I was diagnosed, I started medication and physical therapy. That was the beginning of my restoration. I found hope again and I started getting back to normalcy. I started regaining my ability to perform certain tasks that I could perform before the onset of my illness. Given the fact that the awareness level of myositis is low in Africa, I want to see that the awareness level is increased. I want to see that I go to rural communities and spread the word and create an awareness because so many people have been led to permanent disability because of this illness without knowing the cause or trying to find help. With an early diagnosis and treatment plan, you can regain your ability to go ahead and live your normal life, even living with the condition. My ultimate desire is to create awareness on myositis in Africa and hoping that one day a cure will be found. Though I still have some difficult days, but I am better than where I was. I am thankful for the things I can now do. I feel alive and I am ready to face and enjoy my new life. I'm still trying to understand my body and not engage in anything that would trigger my symptoms. In all, I feel alive again.